Crazy. What's up, guys? Live with Derkie. My recovery episodes. Episode tonight is why do we recover? Why do we recover? What do we do it for? You know, got stuff everywhere. All chubs. You know, Derkie's collection. I don't know how I am with that stuff, but why do we recover? I want to give me a seat too, by the way. Let me grab me a seat real quick and we'll talk about this. Why do we recover? You know, for your kids, for your family, for your health. There's so many other things that we can go on about. Give me a second. All right, why do we recover? Put my hat on here. Why do we recover, guys? Is anybody in here a former addict, a former alcoholic, anything like that? We can have that conversation, you know. Why do we recover? Well, main thing for me was, you know, I remember staring at a brick in jail, right? Like, you know, your regular bricks, excuse me. You get a cigarette, like your regular bricks. I remember staring at this brick in jail and just thinking, I'm staring at this brick in jail when I could be out spending time with my family, or I could be doing this, you know, instead of just sitting here staring at a damn wall that drugs put me here because of. You see what I'm saying? That no more will ever happen to me. You know, I never had that big problem with that drug. That drug just came about, and if you can't fucking beat him, join him. That's kind of how I felt at one point about that, you know. If I couldn't beat him, why not just join him, you know. And then it comes to the point of like, fuck them all. Finally got my baby. I had to go get a fucking another one. Some teeth. Oh, nobody around here likes the brown. You know what I mean? Until you drop your Zippo. I got both my Zippos in my pocket. Well, two of them. You know what I mean? I got a collection of them. I collect Zippos. I got them two out because I just went and bought new plants and shit for them. But why do we recover? Okay, let me get my notes. Come on. We'll do it like this. Okay, the girls will get the thing, the guys will get the booth. Okay. Why do we recover? We're going to play a little thing here, you know, kind of things that I do during a group in real life, you know. If you can't sit down and go to a group for an hour of your life, you know, spend an hour of your time talking about your problems or issues or addiction, you're not going to get nowhere. You know, I've heard so many people, well, NA sucks, and NA's this, you know what I mean? Well, let me tell you what, it helps a lot of people. Michael Kennedy, I've always known that, bro. I've never wanted that leverage, brother. You know what I mean? If you would have had to live one day in my life after all this has happened, you wouldn't want no more. You see what I mean? Absolutely, my name's been put in a position to use in a positive way, in multiple ways. You get what I'm saying? But that's not why I recovered. That's why we're here. Why do we recover? It's not a pen. Got 5 minutes. Brother drop it. Okay. All right. Somebody in here that's honest, tell me why you recovered. Don't get me wrong, Michael. I wish I could, man. I really wish I could, and it would turn out positive. But, you know, and all that, you know, you see what I'm saying? My meetings are signed off. What do you mean? It's built into the courthouse, my friend, where I go. It works completely different here. Probation officer, center, meeting, right all in the same building. They don't miss shit. I need one female, one male, and tell me why you recovered. One female, one male. I mean, honesty's everything. This is, when I start my new group, guys, it'll be friends only. It'll be confidentiality, of course. I'm going to set all those rules with that, too. That way we can talk about, our problems there. And I'm still an old dirty white boy. I just, I ain't so dirty no more. You get what I'm saying? Okay, Kent, right there. Better and more productive life. Okay. We'll put better and productive so I know what he's talking about. Okay, then I'm going to ask you a question. I want to actually be a recovery coach after I get done with my my own inpatient, outpatient. Well, I'm outpatient, of course. I could have took a choice to go to inpatient, but I know, Mammy K, I made it 3 years one time, honey. Why, you know what I mean? Answer the question. Why did you recover? What made you want to recover? I'm not really ready for this cold weather, man. You know what I mean? I know, guys, this might seem boring to people. Y'all might, you're used to seeing the wild, crazy Derkie on here. That's never going to be, again, that dude's gone. I'll never let, like Eminem said it best, and let another bring me down in a relationship ever again. I can't ever believe I let a woman take me up that high. And I don't mean her getting me high, just the influence of it, And I recovered because I was done with it, Yeah, it's supposed to drop to like 2 degrees. You got tired of Kathy, got tired of her hangovers, okay? We'll do something with this. Tired of hangovers. One reason I don't drink. I don't like the hangover. You know what I mean? Okay, tired of hangovers. All right, I love the honesty from Kent and Kathy here. Yes, okay. All right, Kent, you hated the feeling. I still got your car here, bud. The feeling and the shit it brought with it, right? You see what I mean? Dear Mike freaks to the side of the mountains. That's a pretty good one. The balls be up there, be able to especially getting a poor boys loose, But a lot of people commented on that, shirt I had straight out of Boone County. If you want one of those, just contact me, by the way. If you like that shirt. Derkie's always rocking something badass new. You know what I mean? This the newest one I got, actually. The pink Floyd shirt. All right, and the feelings, that's what it led to that, right? You got kids, my brother. I'm not trying to get too personal. You can answer that, or that's up to you. You see what I'm saying? Okay, you go to the MAT program. See, I recommend that to people. If you can't kill if you can't do a cold turkey and you need help with Suboxone or anything like that, and you live near me, I can recommend you to MAC, what she's talking about, where they will give you the medications to help you, but you have to pass a urine screen. You have to. That's a must, You can't go in there zombie-fied out on fucking 500 Xanaxes and think you're going, This one woman came in when I was getting some Narcan. She came in, dude, and she said, where's the Suboxone? How many do I get to take home? And the dudes that work there, my brother was in prison with one of them, and I know one of them really well. Okay, he looked at her, he's like, what do you think it is? Just a dope dispensary? You know what I mean? Okay, Subutex helped this man right here. All right, the feelings, you know what I mean? The withdrawal. I mean, I recovered because just like, I can relate with Kent. That's what I'm wanting to show to you guys, the honesty, how honesty adds up to what is ruining the world here. Kent, I can agree with you on so much. That's why you said you're exactly right, because the feeling, we loved the feeling when it was the one we wanted, but did we love the feeling of that? That's when 3 days later, when you wake up in jail, you're sitting there thinking, what the fuck did I... Oh, man. I did do that. You see what I'm saying? That's what we need, you know what I mean? And the problem is, it ain't us. It's not us, guys. It's, you know, we're out here fighting a disease. I'd rather call it a disease than even an addiction. It is an addiction because it's just like, you know, me lighting this cigarette right here. This son of a bitch right here is going to kill me faster than any joint or anything ever would. And y'all know it as well as I do. And you just get tired. And you get sick and tired of being sick and tired. You tell me I'm wrong. And then it leads to, I can do one. You see what I mean? That'll be out of my system. To fuck it. I don't care. Because your mind has altered it already. You see what I'm saying? Right, well, it's not that. You know, Michael, our main problem is the government wants to prescribe this Suboxone. The government had no fucking problems prescribing Oxycontin, did they? The coal miners and all these people, before the FDA stepped in. See what I'm saying? I used to see how she's saying for 24 years. Okay, right here. See what I mean? I'm 36 years old. I've been using them since I've been fucking 13, 14 years old, guys. Come on. And it's killing us. It is killing us, guys. Come on. It's up to us, the last little bit of this damn generation, to make the next generation, like my baby nephew, I don't even want to say his name because y'all know what happened. And do I look like I'm mad at him for that? If I sat here and hate him for that, I can't help him. So I can't hate him. Marijuana is not a drug at all. It's decriminalized, you know what I mean? I have a fucking medicinal marijuana card and still don't smoke right now. You know what I mean? So, you know that you can get any state it's medicinal, it takes 5 minutes to get. I mean, come the fuck on. As long as you got the cash, you got the card, and, you know, and it's prescribed by a doctor, you know, it's just how you want to be. You can drag a horse to the water. Thank you, Kayla. You know, I'm back to, I didn't say my baby cousin at all, you know what I mean? Let's just say there's the one that called the police on me and, you know, ran off with the girl I was with. That's right, amen, Alex. You know, and that's all I'll say about that. But, you know, if I could actually get into detail, y'all would understand. You know what I mean? You'd be like, do you see any anger coming on me at all about it, you know? But it's okay, you know, because I'm the kind of believer that karma is a bitch, and that bitch is beautiful. I mean, you reap what you sow, man. I'm a firm believer of that. Very firm, because, like I said, I woke up. That's why I recovered. I recovered when I'm sitting there in a fucking jail cell looking at the wall, thinking this moment could be with my son. This moment could be like here. I weighed 120 some pounds up in that bitch. I weigh almost 160 pounds again. Everybody's like, Derkie, you've changed. No, Derkie's clean. And it's not Derkie, it's Derek, by the way. It's Derkie, you know, of course, to my friends and people that's known me forever. But that's what it is. It's not, you changed. I'm clean. Yeah, you know, I was clean one time, Kent. I was in that one place, let's see, 19 months straight in one rehab. You hear what I'm saying? And 45 more days, 45 days first and 19 months straight. Then released, was clean for another year or two, something like that. Then that happened with my sister, the car wreck, and I just lost my mind. That was my relapse, you know. And now God has gave me this second opportunity in life, you know. Last night I thought I was going to die of a fever of 102 degrees. Had to go to the doctor, sat there all day. But it's just things we have to get done, guys. You know. Thank you. I look a lot better than what I was doing, you know. But yeah, like the MAT program, get on it, man. If you're around here, The contact, hey, it's on my webpage, my Facebook page. Just go on there and check it out. You know what I mean? If my buddy Larry's on there that day or Greg, they will hook you right up. You know, you just make sure you pee and don't come back burning the cup up with some meth and fentanyl and shit like that. That's going to kill you. Come on, guys, it's up to us. Like, okay, Kent, I asked you, why did we recover? Okay, what did I say? And you said I was exactly what? Right. You know why? Because it's hand in hand, brother. It's hand in hand. I recovered because I hated the feeling. You said the feeling. And when you say feeling, I want you to understand, guys, not just one feeling. So underneath, look how many feelings it gives you. Oh man, my kids, my car's in tow. Yeah, I got that's feelings. That's the kind of feelings you need to put towards recovering and the support around you. It's so hard without support, guys. Tomorrow's group, when I run it, we're going to be making a private group, by the way, that it's only for people that want to recover and seek recovery. I want to run it tomorrow. We're going to run every one of them around 9 to 10 o'clock, something like that. I'm sorry it took me later today. You can see I'm sick as shit. It's still swelled. I missed my damn actual recovery group because I had to go see a doctor because I had the worst fever of my life. And I still feel awful. You know what they say, drink Pedialyte and take Tylenol. Give me some antibiotics or something, man. I got an upper respiratory infection. I'll be coughing my guts out. That's right, Kay. That's right. You know, when's that? It was all, you got a contract with drugs. The moment you get addicted to them, that's a contract. You got like a contract. No, thank you. I got personal COVID test here, and I was tested for COVID. Thank God. Jesus, it wasn't COVID. I would have had to do my peer recovery groups online, go down there, and I don't know how that would have worked, but, you know. I've done the 12 steps before, and like I was going to say, in them 29 months and all that, guys, this time I'm more dedicated. You're not talking to an 18-year-old boy that was in there for smoking weed and popping a couple oxys. You're talking to a boy that's tried every drug in the world now. You see what I mean? And that, I'm not proud of that. You know what I mean? I'm not proud of that, what I just said. But it takes that. You know, I've been making my amends. I want to write that down because tomorrow I want some people in here, you know, that when they join my group, not tomorrow. Let's see here, what day I got. So I've been trying to do everything to stay positive, guys. That's why I want to run my own little recovery group on Facebook. Yeah, Becky, and I'm striving to look better than I ever did, you know. Exactly, amen. You're hurting people, you know. Like when I called home to get out of jail, sat in there a while, dry out. And you think I would be mad at that? I understood exactly what the hell my family was meaning to me. Stay with us a while, you know. Oh, don't say nothing about that mega flu shit. I probably do, Rhonda, man. I've been getting these fevers off and on. I woke up in sweat that thick. That thick, you know what I mean? It made me so mad because I'm usually at group before the doors even open. You see what I mean? Absolutely. My face feel back. Absolutely. Just wait. I'm not half done. Not half done yet, ladies and gentlemen. Derkie's gonna look like, you know what I mean, Derkie used to when he was a young stud. Just put it that way. You know, what I should have grown into. I want to see actually what I, you know, am supposed to be. Not what drugs had me as. Like The Walking Dead or something. You see what I mean? I cared less, guys, about, you know, any appointment, anything. You know, Like when I get on here and talk to you guys, I would answer you, of course. I'm not a rude person. You know, I was raised that way. But, yeah, I work out. Yeah, because if I don't work out, Alex, I don't want to lose my abs and stuff. Because last time I got my weight up on me, I'll start getting stretch marks right through here. Yep, you know me, I work out. You know, religiously, burpees, things like that. You know, I was offered 2 jobs just today. I've been offered like 5 jobs since I've been clean and sober, because in the past when I was clean and sober, people know exactly what my work ethic is about. It's not, you know, I'm a hell of a worker, and they know that. I have one hell of my resume to prove it, and got hired right back into the mines. You know, amen. Okay. Okay, good question, Chris. A lot of meditation, if you believe it or not, and praying. Absolutely, Ryan, Gerald, absolutely, 100%. You know, we do recover. We do come back. We are humans. You know what I mean? When one door closes, so many others open. But it's us to make the choice on which one opens. And I want you guys to check out my podcast. Once we get $50 more raised, we can put it live. That's the stupidest shit. I try not to cuss either, because church stuff. Stupidest stuff I ever heard. You know, it's always a month for this or a month for that, but that's for a year. So we're doing a little drive there to get the money up so we can do our live podcast, because I got a lot of my fan base and my recovery people wanting me to do them on podcasts, but they're going to be separate. We're going to have 2 different podcasts. We're still going to continue with the podcast at Outlogger Podcasting, of course. And I'd like to say something like Ryan sitting right there saying, they watch us fall and I'll get back up. You know, yeah, I smoke cigarettes, but this right here is the devil. It's the worst one. That, you know what I mean? Cigarette, I'll always be showing I love my brownies. But anyway, what's funny? See, we don't need negativity. Negativity will not bring me down in here. I gotta get a new wig now. I just bought some today. Works out of fluid. Nope, the flint's going out. Just bought some of those too. Well, you know what you do. Okay, what I was getting into earlier. Suboxone is perfectly fucking legal, right? Because the government can make their money off of it. Is cigarettes legal? Is alcohol legal? All 3. Everything I just named is more deadly than any marijuana I've ever came across. Ever. What is it? I got 5 minutes of staying clean. Yeah. See, I don't feed into the negativity at all, you know. No, I didn't get in no fights, man. You know, the people I was in there with was done time with my brother. You know, they were true motherfuckers from, and I knew half the pod was Boone County cats, and everybody just knew me. They know me, man. You know what I mean? And you want some coffee? You want, you need a soup, Dirk. You know, it don't matter. Jesse, Allison, I don't need your negativity. You know, I got almost 2 months in. I don't care what you think. If I can help anybody, best believe I'm going to do it. And you're talking to a former recovering addict before almost 5 years. So you need to just zip that negativity, because you will be the weakest link right up out of here and go and join your Mr. Beggins. The one that begs for money for people, that scams them, that says I do, but uses my fucking name. And listen to this. I want to say this. Who makes a thing, a GoFundMe, for Derkie's bond? And you know how many people put money on that I can confirm, show you, that was kept But get the fuck out of here, man. You know what I mean? Excuse my language. That's right, clean is clean, baby. If you go over there and you wash your hands and they're clean, ain't they? You go out there and stick your hands in grease, they're not so clean no more. You take it minute by minute if you have to, second by second, minute by minute, hour by hour, day by day. This dude don't walk my shoes. He don't take 4 piss tests a week. You see what I mean? And that's one thing that don't bother me. Him, he needs to seek help. And he's negative about it. Like I told a dude earlier, I was trying to talk to a girl that was having trouble with her recovery. He walked by. What'd he say to me? No, I was talking about recovery. Freaked out. I said, when you can apologize like a man, maybe you can actually admit that you have the drug problem that's making you do what you're doing right now. Catch-22. It's all connected. Just like I said, the Suboxone to the cigarettes. You see what I mean? All of it. All of it. I mean, every bit. I know, how long I've been clean. I have a damn someone that signs off on it, just like that person said. But I'm not here to argue that. I'm here to help anybody I can and explain some of my story. Y'all's not going to hear the rough ghetto parts of me living my life. You'll hear that on the podcast. And episode 2's intro's done. I got it done yesterday. And now we need to, my nose is itching, so I gotta be coming by here. As soon as I get it out, I'll get it up on there for you guys to listen to on Apple and everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and let it go in the SSB on all platforms. That way you can check it out on Google, Apple, Android, whatever it may be. You'll be able to catch it, and listen to it. Because like I said before, a lot of people told me, they love watching my recovery videos, and also they like of how I tell the story of, the family and etc. Because the truth, guys, people love to listen to someone speaks the truth. When you sit here and think about it, if we're sitting here talking about a bunch of extraterrestrials and shit, how many people would be intrigued? Do we got solid evidence of that? No, but we got solid evidence of people that's dying on drugs every day, and our government does not give a damn. I didn't know. I don't have no drug charges. Obstruction and a domestic assault. 2 charges. It went from 5 charges to 2 charges to I don't know what. And I just don't speak about my case on no live thing. See what I'm saying? And I was instructed firmly not to do that. But anyway, do you see me worried a bit about it at all? No. And fire safe cigarettes, they be putting something in these. This is what's killing us. No, I didn't go to jail for dope. I chose to get clean myself, Alex. Because I know what put me there. I know why my mind was thinking what it was. That's why I said, why did we recover? I'm glad you asked that question. That's why I'm recovering, I woke up and realized when I was sitting in jail, hey, you know what I mean? Yeah, who can't sit in jail like nothing, but, that's not the point of it. I was offered everything I wanted in there. I said, hell no. The moment you do something like that, I'm just going to be sick again tomorrow, and yeah, true. No shit, true. That's facts. So I just got it in my head I was done. You know what I mean? I don't use subs even, brother. What do you mean? That's what I'm trying to tell you. I do not piss dirty for nothing. Nothing. Suboxone, nothing. Buprenorphine of any kind, none. I know, man, that stupid ass fucking nut of fire safe. You know how proud I am to say that, buddy? Nothing. 8 days total, Suboxone's out of your system. It only works to a tops of 30 hours. I'll tell you everything about it. People want to go and cry and holler that it's done it. That's right. There you go, Kent. That's why I recovered. I got to skin my son's first buck. You see what I'm saying? I couldn't have a gun or nothing and be out hunting or anything because I was on bond, but by God, I got to watch my son killed. You see what I'm saying? That was the best moment I've had since the day my son opened his eyes. He hugged me, cried, everything, because I had his gun, so I did dead on everything. And I told him right where to go, right, because it was the last day with the rifle, everything. And then he had to go up to his mom's. It's like, man, it's like, and it was so windy. Y'all remember that day? On like the 27th, something like that of November. It was so windy that day, everywhere across the United States. Just talking about how windy it was, and you know, I'd hit the grunt call and stuff for him, try to call him one in. Nothing. I said, well, let's just get on the pool and ride because they're probably going to jump around. Right there he stood, right where I said for us to park in the first place. You see what I mean? I said, let's park here before we went around through there. See, he wanted to keep going down. I said, no, turn around. My gut is telling me, son, back up because there's a laurel thicket over there. That walked right out of that laurel thicket. Beautiful, you know what I mean? It was 6 point, beautiful. I mean, beautiful. It almost weighed 170 pounds. That's how big of a body it had on it. He dropped it dead with that 30-06. He was trying to, he said, Dad, it won't turn broadside. Dad, it won't turn broadside. I went, meh. With my own mouth, it went, take a fucking seat. He said, I hit it. He said, I said, take your gun up there with you. You see what I mean? I said, you always make sure that deer's dead. Poke at him. You know what I mean? He said he's still moving and trying to, you know what I mean? Yeah, he put it right perfect. And when I gutted it out for him there, you know, because he don't know how to do that, and took the stink bags and shit off, you know, I said, here. I said, it's your turn. I said, get your heart and stuff out there. I made him lick his blood, tasted everything. That's his first buck, you know. And that was the happiest time. There's no drug in the world could have made me feel like that. No way possible. No way possible. Not like that, you know what I mean? We cried. We jumped up and down. We hugged each other. He said, I knew it. I knew it. He said, I knew you knew where to go. I knew you knew where to go. You know, I was like, yeah, it's like something just told Dad, you know. I said, for the past 3 or 4 days, because you've been going over here. And it was so, I got so mad because that first day I seen him, because that's where I got the spike before I went to jail. There's a 10-point ran right out in front of me, right up here. And that's the first place, you know, I told him to go. And once he's shot it, I'll go up and skin it because it's just right up our holler. We'll gut it and throw it on the back of 4-wheel and bring it right here. And, you know, me ratchet stretch him up off his back leaders. But anyway, we happened to go up that holler, and there's 16 guys. Never heard the gunshot one time, me or my son. We was there at 4:30 before 2 hours before the daylight cracked. Didn't hear shit. They laid that deer on its back and shit. They had to spotlight him then or something. There's no way. There's no way, man. You know what I mean? I know, you know, there's 30, what a 30-06 sounds like, you know, it's 270. I own these guns, you know, 7mm, you name it. And then on that last day became the second happiest moment of my life when a 6-point jumps out right in front of me. I mean, like it was made to do it. And that deer didn't give a care in the world that he was there, nothing. Because I told him, I said, if you don't shoot him, I said, he's going to get up over that. He won't get away from you. You see what I mean? Because he was walking straight like this. Then he turned like that a little bit. And Junior still didn't shoot. I said, you should have got him right there. He said, but he didn't stop. He said, get him to turn around. I said, you got the grunt on your neck. You know, he wouldn't take his eye off it. You know what I mean? The scope, he knew it was dead on. I said, use the scope because of what shots you're making here. I said, now if he was completely broadside, either or. When I made that little rant, but we got his head and stuff out there still, and he's in the freezer. It was awesome, you know, because you can tag your deers in now online. I said, there almost you can tag it in online, you know what I mean, and shit. I was like, what the hell is the world coming to? I was like, what the fuck? You can go to jail online there soon, like real jail. Be sitting here for like 15 hours just having to sit here and look at it. Welcome to Elon Musk's jail. But anyway, I'm sorry for straying away from it. I just had to tell that story because I am one proud papa, you know. And another thing, the biggest bucks that's been killed this year in this county has been by younger boys. And I'm very, very thankful for that. All right. Kent, I want to ask you a question. You know, are you still with me, Kent Olson? Like I was telling you, at least all them feelings and all them, them feelings lead to what? Emotions. And emotions that you can't control unless you mind alter. That means you use, you know, even if you go smoke a joint, whatever it may be, you're still going to do that, you know. Oh, thank you, Haley, honey. I mean, I'm doing very good. I'm 2 months sober almost now. I try to get on here every night to speak my words so people can hear me and understand and see that I'm doing it like a real person should, you know. And I'm doing it basically cold turkey. And it's hard, yeah, but the main thing it gets you is boredom. Keep yourself active. I don't give a damn if you have to go out and buy a PlayStation. Go buy you one or a Nintendo, you know. Play a campaign on there or something. Keep yourself active. Because boredom is one of the main things that leads to a relapse. Boredom. Also, depression. You go sit in your room, you know what I mean? You might as well go sit in a jail cell half the time. You're doing the same thing. Because that occurred to me. When I sat in jail, I was like, damn, anyway, I called home, you know. Nobody was really wanting to talk. You know why? Right there's what they're doing. I asked, I said, what's everybody doing? They said, oh, they're on their phones. I was like, at least in jail, we're communicating with each other. And none of it's a miscommunication. See what I'm saying? No miscommunication. So that way, you know, someone stole something here. A motherfucker stole something. There's no word of mouth. I'm sorry about that. I was looking up from my ashtray. There's no word of mouth, you know, to actually say, oh, no, he didn't do that. Because when you're on the streets, they're going to back them up because they're going to say, hey, dude, I'll give you a pill if you say this. You see what I mean? It's just ridiculous. And you hear the stories. There's more drugs in jail than out here. That's possible. Very possible. But it's up to you and you only. And Kent, did you make amends to what hurt you? You know, even though, I mean, to some of my worst enemies, I've texted on here. Like if Scooter Bagans was on here, whatever I did to you, buddy, to make you so mad to make all them videos, I'm sorry. That's all I can say to you. That's all I can say. I can't do nothing else. I can't do nothing but say that. You see what I'm saying? And to anybody else that, you know, I may have hurt during my time addicted to drugs and been mind altered, you know, I'm sorry if I offended you. I went and looked through my block list, you know, and I started unblocking them and apologizing to them. I'm sorry, you know, for cussing at you, blah, 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 etc. So I try to do that too, guys, you know. And don't work the steps too fast. Admit you got that problem. That's the first one, guys. Admit you got that problem. Seek help. It don't matter if it's in. Sorry about that. I just won $110. That's awesome. Anyway, surround yourself with positivity people that don't want to sit and, oh man, let's go do this, man. I can't stand somebody to ask me to go steal something. A boy looked at me and said that one day, and he realized who he was saying it to. You see what I mean? I said, what did you just ask me to do? And you robbed me. Is that, see how his mind was? He forgot that he had robbed me, and him and 4 people jumped me and beat me with bats and robbed me for Mexican swag one time. Then comes to me, delusional on that shit, crap, shit, whatever you want to call it, that garbage, these cigarettes, oh my God. Then looks at me and he said, let's go rob, blah, blah, blah. Somebody lives up the road. I looked at him and I laid my 9mm down. He said, when did you get that? I said, I just bought that 20 minutes ago. What's the odds? And I said, then you have enough nerve to knock on my door. I said, do you remember that day? And he went to take off running, you know what I mean? I let him run. Dog bit him on the ass. You know, not bit him, just get out of here. You see what I mean? That's immense. And I could have mopped the floor with him. But the old Derkie wouldn't have put the gun down. You see what I'm saying? That was probably 2 months ago. That's how I knew right off the bat I was done with everything. Before I went to jail, guys, that's why I went to jail. I was done with everything. I didn't want no more of these stimulants in my mind being somewhere it ain't, because it's causing me to miss time with my beloved Tata, my son. I couldn't even play my guitar. I couldn't find time to do that. I couldn't find time to do nothing. Y'all didn't even see me online 90% of the time. You know why? I couldn't take a shit without her wanting to be there to wipe my ass. I cannot stand that clean shit. You know, oh God, you cutting a line, you cutting a line. That's all it was about. In that life, I'm not about that shit anymore. That is so aggravating. That's like somebody in jail. You get a cup of coffee, dude, you back me 30 times. And then you give them a little bit, and they're like, oh, that's it. Well, you're beggars. You know what they say. Beggars can't be choosers, everybody. Be happy with what you got, you know. And when I was done with it all, and certain people knew that, I ended up in jail. Just so they could be together. I don't care. Does it look like I dropped a tear or anything over that? No, sir. No, ma'am, no, sir. I'm just sticking to me, like I was telling Kent, the feelings. You see them feelings? That's so many feelings right there that I just spoke about. That's why I spoke about them. That could cause a person to relapse. You know? To make them want to say, oh, fuck it, man, I'm done. You know, she did this to me, she did that. It don't matter. Life goes on. You know? And the one quote I want to say before I, in any of my recovery groups or anything, if you was down in a hole, if you watch my groups, my last 2 groups I've said, you'll know what I'm getting ready to say. If you're down in a hole, and somebody was sitting there shoveling dirt on top of you and rocks, would you lay there and let them cover you up and fill that hole up, or would you shake it off and take a step up? It's 90% mental, guys. 10% physical. And I know I'm not talking a lot more than 10% physical. It's here that you're inside your own prison. Your mind's telling you this, you know. It's telling you you need that when your body's begging you not to consume it no more, you know. I was talking to one of my friends the day before yesterday, and I begged him to seek help, you know, because he was telling me how his veins and stuff was shutting down because of what he does, and I just, you know, put my head down and almost cried. And yo, yeah, I'll be done in about 10 minutes. Yeah, just give me about 10. I got you. You said soup, right? Yeah, I know. You used to love that vegetable soup, and you know me. Right, you know the only way I'd eat it was peanut butter sandwiches. That's right, Kent. You see what I mean? That's why a lot of people watch me. I speak the truth. I got you, trust me. I remember how Boo used to make it? Yeah, I'll just put them on the side. I'll put them on the side so you can, you know what I mean? Yes, Anna, anytime. Anytime you're welcome to hang with me. You know, you're welcome to message me if you want to talk about any kind of problems you're having. You know, I mean, down to problems, you know, with your significant other, whatever it is, I'm an open ear to listen to. But I'm glad everybody tuned in tonight, and I hope everybody has a wonderful night. And we'll be making the group, so I hope you join the group. It's going to be called We Do Recover. Good name, of course. And I hope everybody stays clean and sober, and have a wonderful night. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Well, maybe not. Have a good one.